Some of the content in this podcast does not belong to me and is displayed for entertainment purposes only. Step to the throne.
The Goldie Gossip Podcast. Step to the throne.
Let's get into some Paul Mooney. And I gotta warn you, if you're easily offended, you ain't gonna want to hear this. Because Paul Mooney is hard. Check it out.
And you white people that are here, while I have you here, I want you to stop this ghost stuff. TV, you're obsessed with it. The ghost channel, celebrity ghosts. The ghost touched me. I slept with the ghost kissed me. Real ghost stories. Ghosts, international ghosts that don't speak English, ghosts. White folks, there are no ghosts. There are no ghosts. It's all in your mind. Get off the meth and the crack. There are no ghosts. There are no ghosts, white folks, and I can prove it. If there were ghosts, slaves would come back and fuck you up. You do know that.
Oh my God.
Oh, only the white ghosts get to come back. You black ghosts, sit down. You don't get to go. That's what's so funny about it. And I saw Precious. I saw the movie.
Oh my God. Here we go.
I ran out of the theater screaming. I thought it was a goddamn horror movie. I was like, there's a booger bear loose. There's a booger bear loose.
Oh my God.
And it's about to eat a baby. Help! Help! I'm very proud of Monique. She did an excellent job. I'm happy for her. I hope she get an Academy Award, an NAACP. I hope she get everything she deserves. She's fantastic. She's earned it. But the movie, I just couldn't help it. As a black man, I couldn't stand that movie. I was very offended by that movie. That movie was insane. Color Purple too. Your pussy's better than your mama's pussy, and you come over and eat my pussy. I said, what kind of crazy shit is this? So the devil wrote this. I threw that. The devil wrote this. Only a demon could write that film. And then I hear him talking, oh, it's incest, and we have to show it, and we've got to talk about these things. Yeah, Oprah and whatever the other man's name is. The man that dresses up like a lady. What's his name? Yeah, the one that has Alzheimer's. He's from God, he's a man. He just stay in the dress. He can't help himself. He thinks Medea's real. He thinks he's real.
Oh, shit.
But the movies are crazy anyway. I went to see something. I was very proud. I said, Disneyland, Princes. And I said, they're not princesses anymore. I took my grandkids. I had to sit there for 3 hours and see a black woman be a frog. I said, this is about a frog or about a princess? The white lady gets to be the princess. The black lady has to be a frog.
Oh, ain't that a bitch?
I found that offensive. I said, I'm insulted by this shit. I go to the movies. I go to the movies, I get mad. I went to see Brothers. I said, right on, Brothers. Brothers was about some white boys.
Oh my God.
I went to see Dark Man, White Man. I said, what kind of shit is this?
Oh God.
Guys,
Welcome, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, to the 118th edition of the Goldie Gossip Podcast. It's your boy Goldie Himalaya. And let's just do the flip. There's the flip, guys. Hey, let's get right into some Goldie Gossip. That's right. Guys, I don't usually do sports. I'm not really into the sports. But female boxing has reached a new height. That's right. I can't help it, guys. I gotta rock with my girl, Clarissa Shields, out of Flint, Michigan. Very close to Detroit, not far away. She's the GOAT. She's the greatest of all, the greatest female of all times. This girl reminds me of a female Floyd Mayweather. She can put it down. She don't waste no punches. When she do throw a punch, 9 times out of 10 she hit her mark. And she's really taken female boxing to another level. So right now, I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of her work in the ring. Clarissa Shields. Check it out.
Welcome back to V Top 10. In today's video we're counting down the top 3 Clarissa Shields best knockouts. Number 3. Clarissa Shields vs. Sofia Zabados. On March 10, 2017 at MGM Grand, Detroit, Michigan, Clarissa Shields beat Sofia Zabados by TKO at 130 in round 4 of 6 and won vacant 10 ABF female middleweight title.
Combination that she has to eat it. You know she's the bigger fighter with the pull-off. Much heavier than she usually does. There was a good right hand from Shields. First one that Clarissa. Good right. And there was another big right hand, and Zabados still there. Well, as Raul said at the top of the show, she's just walking in now. She's just sitting up for shots right now. Well, some shots at I would have thought she would have been down by now. Yeah. Look at her. She's being overwhelmed. 2 jabs and a right hand mix. Left hand, another left hand, and another left hand. Sprinkled for a while. Now back with he trained on that. She had to be way popped up. Oh yeah. Coming into that first round. 3-punch combination again. And another left hand. I think that one hurt. And another left hand. She's going right hand crazy on her, but straight right hand. Another good right hand. The middle. They told her and she's not doing it. Left hand, and that causes Zabados to cover up. I've gone for it. Shields. Well, I know Clarissa really wanted to get a knockout here, and she's doing every day. Shields is getting a little bit frustrated at times. She's complaining to the referee. Again, the combination. Maybe do something, but just cannot get it done. Takes 2 right hands from Shields, another right hand from Shields, and another. Two left hands, knocks Zabados sideways, and another one. Perhaps trying too hard, but she is landing flush shots. Yes. She's gonna have a big headache, guys. I would think another kind. That's it. They're gonna stop the fight.
Number 2. Clarissa Shields vs. Nikki Adler. On August 4th, 2017 at MGM Grand, Detroit, Michigan, Clarissa Shields beat defending WBC and inaugural IBF female super middleweight titles Nikki Adler by TKO at 134 in round 5 of 10.
A vacant IBF crown on the line, I'll vacate one of them. So a 2-time world champion, Adler, undefeated in her pro career. And right now, is in a world of trouble. She has already wobbled. The crowd coming alive here in the Motor City as Shields is unloading for Clarissa Shields in the opening 30 seconds of this contest. Nikki Adler said leading up to this fight she had never seen Clarissa Shields fight before. She was certainly in for a surprise here in round 1. Good left hook in the face of Nikki Adler. Trying her best to get out of this opening round. Right hand almost lifts Adler off the canvas. Who's the top dog in women's boxing right now. Big left hook connects again. The Shields. Her corner said this isn't going to take long. Adler rattled along the ropes. Total domination so far for Shields. Final 10 seconds. Referee Michael Griffin there, and you heard him in the corner after round 2. This is almost like 2 different levels, 2 different calibers. She may already be this early in her pro career. No answer so far from Nikki Adler, who eats a big right hand round. And it has been survival mode almost from the opening bell. Just her 4th pro fight to be doing this. 2 at 168. Would be capable of beating Claressa Shields, who just staggered, having some long thoughts about stopping this one. You will. That is it.
Number 1.
So that was a clip of Claressa Shields and the work that she puts in. Guys, I'd like to encourage you to go to YouTube. All of her fights are on YouTube. After she beat every female in every division, she went on to try her hand at the UFC. She won her first bout in the UFC, and I think she lost the second bout in UFC. But you know, I applaud her for being able to try UFC, because that's out of her lane. She hasn't had a lot of grappling experience, but she did a fine job. So I'd like to encourage you guys to watch Claressa Shields out of Flint, Michigan. Now, coming up next, one of my worst jobs ever. My worst job ever. This time, guys, I gotta take you back. I gotta take you way back to the mid-1970s. Guys, right now, I'm 134 pounds. So you could imagine back in the mid-70s, I was 100 pounds soaking wet, if that. But I had a lot of tenacity and I needed a job. I was going everywhere in Detroit trying to get a job. So I went all the way to the east side in the industrial area of Detroit. Nothing but factories. I went to this factory that recycles bins, drums, big giant drums. You know those steel drums? They recycle those. But I didn't care. I went to the office and I told the man, I need a job. He looked at my little puny ass and he said, son, we don't have no work for you. And I dropped my head. I was about to cry. And I said, okay, fine. And I went to walk out of the door. When I went to walk out of the door, he said, son, come back. He says, I'm going to give you a shot. I said, amen. Thank God the man's going to give me a job. So what did I do? I jumped on that job. Now check this off, guys. I had no idea what I was getting into. These steel drums have to have 8 to 10 chains. I mean thick chains. You drop 10 chains into the barrel. You take it over to this plank. It was a plank. It wasn't that wide. It was only like about 3 feet wide. There's a pool of solution on your left. There's a pool of solution on your right. I had no idea what that solution was. I had on, everything is rubber. I had on rubber boots, rubber gloves. I had on eye protection. We had on helmets. We had on everything. I get on this little plank and they send me down a drum. I lay the drum on the side with the chains in them and I push them down into this solution. Guys, that solution was acid. I don't know if it was sulfuric acid or what kind of acid. It was acid, okay? Corrosive to the skin. I said, oh my God, all I gotta do is, and it's slippery, you know, because that acid is everywhere and I got on these rubber boots. If I slipped and fell into that pool of water on the left or the right, I would have been in acid. I said, oh no, can you change me to another gig? They took me off of that because I couldn't handle it. And now I'm scared because I'm realizing that there's sulfuric acid everywhere in this plant. It's what they use to clean out the containers. So they put me on the line where, okay, first they put me on the line where you had to take the chains out. They had already, you know, soaked them in the acid. They pull them out, stand them back up, and you got this hook where you dig deep down inside and pull up the chains, all 10 of the chains out of there. My little puny ass, listen to me, those chains were heavy. And it's an assembly line. You can't slow down or you'll slow down the whole line. I was pulling those chains with my little puny arms and I couldn't keep up. I was slowing down the line. So they said, okay, we're gonna put you on the third job. The third job is after they pull the chains out of those barrels, they send them down the line, it's like a slope that comes down, and I have to take those chains and put them back for the next cycle. Guys, those chains came down that ramp and splashed. When it splashed acid in my eyes. That was critical. To have acid in your eyes. They shut down the whole assembly line. They grabbed my ass and they took me over to the locker room. In the locker room, they have these emergency pull things where you pull it and water drains out of it. They laid me down under that, they pulled it, and they drained my face with water. Then they got some solution, I don't know what it was. Apparently they've had this problem many times before. They took this solution in these gargles and they put them on my eyes and they laid me back on the bench to wait to see if I had eye damage. Guys, I was blessed because the acid didn't damage my eyes. And they sent me to the office. And they said, I'm sorry, son. You can't work here anymore. And that was one of the worst gigs I ever had in my life. Thanks for rocking with me, guys. That's all I got for you this time. Let's close it out with still another Goldie Himalaya video. Good night. Peace.
It's just getting too much. Gotta get myself together, get myself strapped and really exercise and get something for myself. I gotta do it for you. My little friend, let me. My little friend, set me free. The perfect is a one friend. When the feelings in my soul, I don't want it to end. Always telling me to give you one more try. And everything will be alright, but I know it's a lie. Friends available on a hand golden vine. And if you never let your feelings for free don't mind. This habit that you bring, this marriage has to win. You got to take control and make this right. Help is there for you. To yourself be true. The love will see you through. Then you'll be free. You're your the perfect price for me. Friends talking to me. Friends talking, taking it slowly. My little friend, let me be. My little friend, set me free. If you try to dump it free, he will make you feel bad. Then you know he's not your feeling situation so sad. Waiting for the melody, but then he comes right in line. No control of myself and no control of my life. Having your ability, you gotta lose that. And if you have no pictures, someone may belong you on that. This habit ain't your friend. This marriage has to win. You got to take control and make this right. Help is there for you. To yourself be true. The love will see you through, and you'll be free. You're your friends talking. You're the perfect price for me. Friends talking. Friends talking to me. Friends talking. Taking with me, love. My little friend, set me free. My little friend. Let me be. Friends talking to me. Friends talking you're the price for me. Friends talking to me. Friends talking, taking me love. My little friend, set me free. My little friend, let me be. My soul, love your eyes, let me be. My little friend, set me free.